Wow. 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 And I mean wow. Gee, Monday Night Raw did not mess around tonight. Or should I say today, because here in Australia it's today. We watched it at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Monday Night Raw was in Philadelphia. This show was based all around the WWE World Tag Team Champions, The New Day. Big E, Kofi, and Xavier. This whole show was based around them. Because they were one day away from breaking the record of demolition. As you can tell behind me, as you can see, there's now a new poster. The NXT poster. That little can't even get my hand to it. But that little poster right there. That little NXT poster you can see in the background. That I put that up. And yeah, you can also see something else behind me, but oh well, that is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Two triple threat matches for the New Day. Four opponents. They opened the show with them defending the titles against Cesaro, Sheamus, and the Club, Gallows and Anderson. They defeat Gallows and Anderson and start their celebration until they accidentally spilt cocaine or caffeine or whatever it was. They spilled something on Stephanie and it pissed her off. And then the show, they showed wrong one. They showed Sasha and Charlotte. They showed their little package. Now apparently, whoever loses doesn't get a rematch this time. Apparently, this is the end of the Sasha-Charlotte feud. No matter who wins, is the champion. So if Sasha loses, she can't get her rematch anymore. So this is it. This is the final encounter of Sasha Banks versus Charlotte in a 12-long feud. A 12-long feud because they started this in January at the Royal Rumble all the way to December. Unbelievable. That's how long this feud has been going on for. And personally, I am glad this feud is over. I'm glad Roadblock is the end of the line for this feud. Now, I know I'm going to be going a bit out of order, but I don't really care. Rusev and Lana spoke about the whole thing with Enzo. But now Big Cass will take on Rusev at Roadblock end of the line. Bayley came out to the ring for her match. And, gee, I wonder who she's taking on. Took on Alicia Fox. Are you kidding me? Alicia Fox again? Listen, I can't stand Bayley. I don't care what anyone says. I can't stand Bayley. Bayley is annoying. She's boring. She has a shitty character. Listen, I know she was good to everybody in NXT, but looking at her now, she's nothing but she's just a little child that loves hugging people. Seriously, this gimmick is garbage. Absolute garbage. I can't stand Bayley. She is get off my TV worthy. I don't care what anybody says. She is get off my TV worthy. I can't stand her. She is boring, annoying, and everything about her is just stupid. Even though she's a babyface, I can't stand her. Bayley, I can't stand her. She beats Alicia Fox. Wow, you beat Alicia Fox. Like people are going to take you seriously, Bayley. And apparently you're supposed to be next in line for the Women's Championship. Please, if I see Sasha Banks versus Bayley for WrestleMania, I swear to God, I am going to bloody throw up. I'm going to throw up, seriously. I am tired of Bayley, and this is why I don't like it when wrestlers are forced down our throats. Now, people will say Sasha and Charlotte have done the same thing, but at least they don't have shit characters. At least they have characters that make sense and that people would actually like. Did you hear the ovation that Bayley got when she came out? She barely even got... The crowd were barely even cheering for her. The crowd were dead for her when she came out. The crowd didn't even give two shits about Bayley when she came out. What a joke. And also, Stephanie was very angry at the New Day. Then Kevin Owens, on the Rollins report, tells Seth Rollins that Owens and Jericho will team together to take on the New Day. And then Mick Foley decides to put Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns in the match to make it a triple threat. Now the part that I enjoyed the most was the Sami Zayn segment. Braun Strowman beat Curtis Axel. Braun Strowman said that Sami Zayn can't be in the ring with him for 2 minutes. So Sami Zayn had a match with Jinder Mahal. He beats Jinder Mahal. Sami Zayn wanted to be traded to SmackDown because Mick Foley would not give him Braun Strowman. This was the best segment of the show. And I'll be honest, I actually legit thought they were going to go through with this trade. Mick Foley said that he was going to trade Sami Zayn for at the equal caliber of him. Now what the equal of caliber means is that Mick Foley is saying that he would trade Sami Zayn for somebody who is at his level, who fights as hard as him, who fights at the same pace as him, who's a daredevil, who will do whatever it takes. That's what he means by equal caliber. Like, he thought that the person he was going to trade, according to him, it was at the same caliber as Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was going to, sign the paper and agree to go to SmackDown, but Mick Foley had to tell him who he was trading first before he would agree for the trade. And who was Mick Foley going to trade? Was he going to trade Dolph Ziggler? Was it going to be Baron Corbin? Was it going to be Apollo Crews? No! Apparently he wanted to trade Eva Marie. Oh my God. Listen, I love Eva Marie. I'm a big Eva Marie fan, but God almighty, that was funny. That was absolutely funny. And Sami Zayn cracks the shit. He goes off his head. And he says, I'm worth more than Eva Marie. That was classic. It was such a classic moment. It was so funny. Listen, I'm a big Eva Marie fan, and I'm actually glad that they did not go through with this trade. Mick Foley said that he was not going to go through with this trade. He said he would not trade someone like Sami Zayn to SmackDown because he wants him on his brand. And Sami Zayn starts begging Mick Foley to give him Braun Strowman. That Sami Zayn starts telling Mick Foley, you've been about everything that he would do, and that what he has been told to do. Sami Zayn begs Mick Foley to give him Braun Strowman, and then Mick Foley finally gives Sami Zayn Braun Strowman. And the final two matches before I get to the main event were two cruiserweight matches. You had Ariel Daivari versus Lince Dorado. That ended, I believe, by a no contest. Hang on, let me check. Ariel Daivari won by disqualification due to Jack Gallagher coming out. And the other cruiserweight match was TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick. Brian Kendrick won. And there's another thing I want to mention before I get on to the main event. Last week on Monday Night Raw, they said the debut of Emelina next week on Monday Night Raw, which is today. No Emelina. No Emelina. Okay, WWE. Why did you hold back Emelina's debut? I was so excited to see Emelina. And you left me disappointed, WWE. I had to put up with Bayley beating Alicia Fox again than seeing Emelina. I would rather see Emelina than see Bayley. Thank you very much. Now for the final match was the New Day versus Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. It was a great match, but in the end, the New Day win. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho do an unbelievable finishing move, a pop-up powerbomb, but not really a pop-up powerbomb. It's basically called a pop-up code breaker. Owens throws Xavier Woods. Jericho catches him with the code breaker, and Seth Rollins, as Jericho made the pin, Seth Rollins pushes Kevin Owens into Chris Jericho, breaking up the counts. And then Seth Rollins would hit the pedigree to Chris Jericho. Big E would pull Rollins out of the ring, and Xavier Woods with one arm over made the 1, 2, 3. And the New Day are now the longest reigning, excuse me for that pause, I sneezed, are now the longest reigning WWE World Tag Team Champions of all time. Records are made to be broken. Now, I had to tolerate this type of crap last year. I had to tolerate this type of crap last year with Nikki Bella, about to break Nikki Bella's record. So now I bet a lot of people now know how I felt when I had to deal with that shit. Alrighty guys, that has been your Monday Night Raw, and also no Sasha Banks, no Charlotte, none of them. I would rather love to see Sasha Banks than Bayley. I can name you people I would rather see than Bayley. I would rather see Eva Marie than Bayley. I would rather see Dana Brooke than Bayley, and I definitely would rather see Summer Rae than Bayley. But I've had enough. I've had enough. Alright, that's been my Monday Night Raw review. I hope you guys have enjoyed my review, and this is possibly the loudest I've ever been, but I guess the louder I am, the easier it is for you to hear me, right? So that has been my Monday Night Raw review. Hope you all enjoyed it. We have now longest reigning tag team champions in the New Day. This is your paper NXT champion, fake NXT champion Patrick. I hope you guys enjoyed Monday Night Raw, and I will see yous all later.